I want to shout out my friend Kareem, who said, "Yeah, boy," as I just beat him on my last practice game. I mean, if there's
in true Kareem fashion,
there's no more confidence than that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you guys to maybe turn off global if you feel like it. I'm talking to strictly the contestants here, grand finalists. Maybe clear out your chat, just full focus. Anybody that is in this OSL room, please do not move. Please do not type anything. Please, guys, refrain from messaging any of the contestants during the game. That's obviously really not cool to do. You don't want to, really just really appreciate it if you guys just respected these guys. They've spent so much time scheduling and getting things done behind the scenes to kind of bring this content to you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And we're almost ready to kick this grand finals and bring it underway. So
is it first to 3 sets, first to 7 in each set?
So this is going to be first to 3 sets. Yeah, so it's a best of 5 sets like it was with every other set in the best of 16. But the difference now is that it's not a first to 5. It is a first to 7. So if you thought the game's last game went on for a while, you're in for a surprise now. More games, more awesome. Yeah, Herse, it is a first to 7. Herse says, "Oh my god." Yeah, JD, please screen share, and you get a chance. We're just setting up the stream. Herse versus Johnydepp, or it might be reversed because I think Johnydepp might be first over Herse in the Discord, so it might be a little bit weird.
That is the alphabet.
Yeah, I just meant stream-wise.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Herse and JD just kind of agree on your swords, and yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying the music. Yeah, I know that we certainly do. Who doesn't like some good melee music? Fountain of Dreams is absolutely goated. The hypest song of all time. Music down a tad, or you guys rolling a little bit louder? Great question. Let me just tune in and listen for a second. Holy shit, that is pretty loud. Yeah, I would agree. Music has to go down just a couple of touches. Oh man, I'm gonna play this myself. No, literally, I've been playing it during last commentary set too.
Lovely.
But I'll wait until this match gets underway. What's going on, guys? By the way, it is me, Disgust. JD's here as well, but he's going to be playing, of course, the grand finals versus Herse. Again, just a quick little recap of who JD had to go against the bracket. Me, of course. Okay, he had to verse me, the first person in the round of 16. I was quite the formidable opponent. I took the first set off him, and I think that I took a combined more games than anybody did in the group stages actually in his group. So that's out of 3 people. So kudos to me. I still lost though. He totally lucked shitless. That game was rigged. Unfortunate, but you know what? At least a friend won, right? Anyway, going on to it next, I think that he had a verse Witch Inside. He took that in a 3-0 fashion, just like he did last year. Really strong showing there. And then he had a verse Agbank. Those were some pretty close games, but again, JD 3-0'd Agbank, who was the number 4th seed, I believe. And now he's in the grand finals again. Last OSL he versed Intuitive. That was a great set. Intuitive brought it 2-2. And then in the finale, the final 5th set, JD whipped out the scimitar and kind of stomped Intuitive in a pretty convincing fashion. as for Herse's side of the bracket, he had to verse who was it?
Krusty.
Was Krusty the first one of the best of 16? No, no.
Oh.
Herse had a verse Try Hard Plays, which was pretty close actually. I think Try Hard
that was
Plays
a good match.
set off him. It could have been another set too. Fortunately, going the way for Herse in his case.
Yes, he had the lag tech going on. Beautiful display.
Yeah, nice little lag comp. Shout out to Herse's internet connection. And then next he versed, I believe it was Krusty. Krusty, Herse was in a super commanding lead throughout the entirety of that match. And it was surprising too because Krusty just came off the heels of beating Dragel in one of the best sets of the entire tournament. And that was an awesome way to kick off the round of 16. If you guys have not seen that, please check it out. Krusty versus Dragel. You can check out the Twitch VODs. Krusty taking that 3-2, super close. Especially that's that fourth set, I believe. Anyway, who did Herse versus next? I think it was.
Then it was Ori.
Oh yeah, I guess it was right into Ori right after that.
Brought us
Yeah, it was
into
Ori.
today.
And you guys just saw that just now and how tight of a set that was. So we got an absolute banger of a set here. These guys are two absolute titans, two goats of sword fighting, through and through. I mean, nothing else less than that, really.
For sure. And if JD just deafens himself here, I can. Okay, he's not. But I will say that going on through the tournament, I think Herse actually improved in form, and he's just been getting better and better. And on the same wavelength, JD as well. He's only been getting better, in my opinion. And I was before I made the call that whoever wins between Herse and Orichalcos would win the entire thing. But then JD proved me wrong and said, no, I'm still here to fight, and I'm gonna get back into form right when the time is right. And I'm very excited to see that both of these guys are clearly at great form to go against each other.
Yeah, absolutely. I would totally agree. That's a very accurate assessment of both of these players. JD, I think, looked a little bit shaky in the beginning of the best of 16, and he kind of got the fear of God struck in him by a certain commentating sword fighter. And then, he picked up and he started to just dominate. He had 2 3-0 sets back to back, and against very, very, very formidable opponents. And Herse, kind of the same exact thing. Both these guys just progressed super well, and just it seems like they're just warming up the more and more that they get into it. I think probably leading into this set, I think Herse might have a slight advantage just because he's coming off the heels of beating Orichalcos, who was obviously an incredible contender throughout the entirety of this tournament, really just kind of dominating anybody that was not in the top 4. And again, although these guys are seeded by ranking and stuff like 1, 2, 3, and 4, JD, for example, is ranked number 1. He is the OSL the reigning OSL champion. Yeah. It's kind of arbitrary. Once you get into like the top 5, top 6 of these players, it's just kind of a coin flip of who's gonna win it. Just the slightest edge, maybe having more momentum than the other person, kind of really feeling themselves, being a lot more, just in tune. Yeah, I think that we're ready. I think that we're ready to rip it. Is everybody else ready? All right, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. JD throwing down the gauntlet. They're just double checking sword patterns.
Yeah.
They definitely want to start off on a very strong start. Make sure that there's no hindrance of like, it's just the first game, whatever. Nah, none of that. You want to go.
Yeah, both of these guys agreeing on their sword patterns, doing a gentleman's agreement. First saying that JD can score it, and saying good luck, friend. Here we go. We're about to kick off. Exciting. JD moving his mouse around. He's excited, and he clicks it. Let's get into it. Here we go.
Yes.
Exciting stuff.
Okay, 3 blue breakers right in the beginning. I love it. This is a breaker heavy beginning right here that we have.
Herse this time a little bit. Yeah. Thinking about this one.
And JD
getting a very nice donkey off there, but Herse kind of absorbing most of that. Not doing too much to his board, but he's losing access to his first column, which is obviously quite important.
Yeah, last time I commentated on Herse, I mentioned it over and over again because he's so good at hiding these breakers during his openers that he is used to getting people first striking him because they know what he can do when he's not touched. So
Yeah,
he's fully
absolutely. Very good
prepared,
point.
and now he's just got a clear board off of that sprinkled donkey.
Yeah. So pretty good clapback by Herse there, but again, JD kind of having a lot of room to send something back as well. You know, Herse again, like we mentioned in the last set, is so efficient. He sends just such efficient combos, but then that kind of hurts him in some instances, and you can see it here where he's sending tons of sprinkles. But look at that, huge
Great
combo by
strike
JD.
back. Yeah, great strike back from JD there. He's empty board. Herse, on the other hand, I actually don't think he's in a bad board state. Like I've mentioned before, again, just because your board is high, that does not mean that you're at a disadvantage. You have to look at the board
But
position.
again, JD just relentless in these strikes right now. Really good showing by him. And although Herse wasn't, or still is, in not a bad position, the problem is that Herse doesn't really have a ton of kill potential here, unless if he gets some really good double breakers to double these combos.
Red was so vital. He has lost access to the green, unfortunately. Yeah.
JD seeing the double a little bit too late, and he was already in column 2, so he couldn't flip it. Kind of gets rid of the red breaker that he had there. And then first game going over to the JD despite that mistake.
Yep, JD was able to cut off Herse from that pivotal 3-4 green that he had from JD's combo. And he just wasn't able to break out. JD putting in the pressure, getting that win first game of the finals.
Yeah, absolutely. See, I can just tell JD's cursor, the way he's moving it, he is antsy right now. He's roaring to get into the next game. There's definitely some... oh, look at this combo. This is nice by JD. I like that little setup there.
Yep.
Both guys, very efficient opener.
Yeah, much better from Herse this time too. Now we get like a good, both of them sending nice big openers, and no one's really confused.
Yep. Pretty evenly matched in the opener there. I think JD kind of got just a little bit better of it, although I think Herse's was much more efficient. Herse getting
Herse's
out of his middle.
Oh, I don't think JD wanted that, but he's still going to be able to break out the red there, and he has an opening to his blue.
Yes, nice look there. Beautiful combo. Yeah.
I love
Good
to
look
see
there
that.
by JD.
Yeah.
Again, it's a super high pressure situation, so it's easy to kind of just be like, oh man, like I don't even care about the combo. I'm just gonna try to just get out of this situation. I'm high on my board. I don't like this, you know, and stuff like that. But good on JD for noticing that. I mean, he is a top caliber player for a reason. He got here for a reason. He's a beast.
Right, without a doubt. And here we have Herse. He's setting up a combo of his own, choosing not to break that blue just yet. I think he was right in doing so. This is a classic reverse versus non-reversed matchup. He realized that he's going to be on the offensive here if he wants to take these Ws.
Yeah, do you mind maybe kind of like putting it in perspective for a lot of like these non-sword fighter viewers, maybe for like the non-rev kind of matchup, just in a kind of easier way to digest for our viewers?
Right. So originally, the way it's spread out, to me at least, as a former non-rev player for years and years, and before it was cool, with a non-rev, it has amazing single strikes, like just like big ass strikes going down, whether it's even a 1x4. And it's very the strike pattern of the regulars falchion really inhibits effectiveness for just single strikes. However, for Herse with the reversed falchion, it has these great sprinkle pattern, especially in the fourth column, where you can feel free to combo huge, and it would really mess up the board more effectively than that I heard. Sorry, that just hurt to watch from JD's side. He had to waste 3 of his breakers right off the opener. Wow.
Yeah, that's tough, and he might get punished pretty hard. Him opting to just break a 2x3 there, I believe? 2x6?
Yeah, well, he does put a little bit on the back. Oh, no, it's fine.
Oh, man, yeah. JD knowing that was a little bit detrimental, so it's 2-1 to Herse. Herse taking 2 games there, I believe, back-to-back. But again, these games go to 7. I mean, these are long sets. This is going to be a battle of attrition in every sense of the word. These are just going to go back to back to back.
Yep, as mentioned before, it's very, very hard to count JD out in a long set. He's consistent, he's
He's
sturdy,
griefing for
and
this a little bit. Oh, I like this a lot though. If he can just get a yellow
both of them.
neutral, and he finally gets it.
does,
Herse,
and-
not with an amazing. I mean, very efficient.
No, it's gonna hit. No, it's gonna
But-
hit hard on the 5-6.
But JD having just such a nice duel setup there. He had so much time to set that up.
Oh,
And you know what's
triple
really
bingo.
Oh, JD also getting a nice bingo there.
Didn't
What
notice
a
the bingo at the
follow-up.
end. Yeah, there we go. That
That was absolutely disgusting by JD.
yeah. JD was able to out open, and he had an amazing follow-up after. Herse could not respond in a similar fashion.
Yeah, guys. Also, what I would like to mention, JD does that I've implemented in my play. Actually, he's so good with setting up an additional strike through his trigger piece, what he's triggering on, and it's really impressive. It's super unique, and a lot of people don't expect the duels there. I really don't think that Herse kind of expected duels there. JD showing his prowess, knowing the pattern of Herse, and getting a beautiful 3-sword off. Really nice.
Yep, JD decided to play it safe, and Herse actually followed up and decided to play it safe as well, but because JD got that answer off first,
JD
he was
getting
able to
perfect
get into
double
good
neutral
position.
there.
Yep, that was a great piece for JD. Oh,
Oh,
that's
and into another one
great
as well.
follow-up piece.
Wow, JD's getting gifted beautiful combos, and you know what? A lot of people would miss that. So it may look like a gift, but it's just JD taking advantage of the pieces that he's given. You know. So,
Yep, and I noticed a little bit of hesitation on the side of Herse. You can't have that against JD. He has been unrelenting so far all these games, even in the games he's lost. It's very hard to just
Yeah.
have a moment of hesitation.
Oh,
You
man,
will
I think
get punished.
Herse could have tripled that the next turn, but he's opting for something a little bit bigger.
No, he's going
here.
even bigger. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was broken by, again, another early strike from JD. Like I said before, he has a non-rev. You would want an early strike to really mess up. Because if they send the exact same attacks as an opener, normally the reversed falchion would have an advantage.
Correct. Johnydepp with a ton of defensive breakers here, and he's just pretty much breaking his entire screen. Herse
And,
looking like he's lagging here, but I'm looking at JD's screen, and it looks like
It looks
it's
like the
only-
attacks are going
it's-
through.
Right, the attacks are going through. Herse is okay. No, he does say that he's lagging a little bit here. We'll see what happens. I don't know if they're gonna
Yeah.
channel's in agreement to this or not. Herse is
I don't know
back,
if we
though.
talked about this before. JD throws out the re. Let's see if Herse accepts it. I think both of them would, because like
I think that it's fair for both of them to redo that.
it's up to
I-
Herse ultimately, because it looks like JD offered it. So
Yeah. Okay, they're gonna redo it. Gentleman's agreement.
Yep.
Neither, although this is gonna be a long set, neither of these players really want to win
Yeah.
in a fashion like that. You know, if it
Right.
ever came down to one game like that, it would just leave a bad taste in their mouths. So
yeah, and both of their mouths. Like it's not just it's not just
yeah, no,
being like
absolutely.
easy
It's
win.
not. It's definitely not a one-sided thing. Somebody just let Jazz know if he's not aware that the game was redone.
Yes,
that
it
they are-
is still 2-2.
Yeah, it is still 2-2, I believe. I'll double check on that.
Oh no, it's 3-2. Is it 3-2? Oh
3-2.
gosh. I will trust what JD says because he has been keeping score. And he said 3-2 beforehand. So JD gets a nice little look here, but Herse
Yep,
lets
okay.
go of a
No, it sounds
big
good.
single.
Yeah, Herse having a much better board here. JD's gonna have to sprinkle his way out quite a
That's
bit. Actually getting a
nine.
nice little 2x3 block though.
Another
but-
yellow fell.
Yeah, doing nothing to Herse's board there really. Herse needing a red to cascade, but he blocks himself off. So he's banking on the blue. He's taking a
Yeah.
gamble here.
Herse has a lot more options as opposed to JD, who's really
Oh,
banking on the yellow, and
man.
it does not
They're
look
both
like he'll
stalling,
get
though. I
it.
think-
They're both
oh, this is gonna be
stalling,
close.
and-
Johnydepp stalling a little bit
Don't
better
take-
though.
don't take-
Oh my
It was-
god!
it was
JD with a very good stall there. That's actually a super risky stall because if you mess it up in the slightest way, what happens is you just
Oh,
straight
no.
line. So
That was
super close
wow.
there.
That was just whoever flipped better. That was literally it. It's
Yeah, I
whoever
think that
flipped better
Herse
with
just
it.
saw it a little bit too late, and
Yeah, he noticed
JD
it too
kind of
late.
taking advantage. Oh, Herse with a quick combo though. I do
Yeah,
like that. I think he needs a little bit
but-
more of these. I think that JD, even though he gets his combo off there, it hits in 5-6, so not ideal.
Yeah,
JD.
JD was building in 3 and 4. I mean, in 4 and 5 primarily. So
Oh, but
the
JD
2,
has
3
something
hit him.
huge here. Oh, he gets it! Oh man, but it's just a little bit too late. But it's still
fine.
gonna hurt.
I think
Yeah.
it's fine. It's still
still
a
gonna
really
hurt
strong
massively.
hit. 2-3.
What a ballsy look there. I mean, he knew the pattern super well, and Herse sprinkled just like he wanted him to, and that triggered for him.
I would have liked JD to actually break that earlier, because he should have known that they're both depending on a red right now. But
Oh,
oh,
Herse
hello.
very uncharacteristic.
Yeah, that was
straight line there. I think he was just going a little bit too quick.
not how you expected the set to end like that.
Absolutely not. No. The set's still going though because
Oh,
remember
wait,
it's first to 7. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, it looks like
Right.
okay. Sorry.
It is first
Rather,
to 7.
Herse got blocked there. He got
Lord.
trapped. He got trapped. Sorry guys. It's hard managing both of these.
Yeah, word. You got it easy with the screens right next to each other. I gotta move my eyes around here. Do some. Oh, great.
Oh, but look at JD!
freaking
Oh
opener.
my god, what a cascade! I think that was meant to 3-sword, but then Herse has an insta, and it does to JD.
That was great openers by
Wow,
both of them.
sick
I love
openers.
both of those
JD getting-
openers.
Yeah, JD getting definitely the lesser of the two there, but still an absolutely nutty combo by both players.
Yeah, I saw Herse building his, and then I look over right before it drops, and JD had a 3-sword donkey
Herse,
that he
yeah.
got off too early.
Herse high up on his board. He needs a green, maybe a red, but JD keeping up the pressure, sending a lot of 1x4s with
1x4.
sprinkles, and those are so good at the top of your board.
Yep, the 1x4s are so deadly.
I think
that
JD here
is-
has,
yeah.
what is it, 5 attempts? 5 attempts to take the
Mhm.
set. So Herse has to 5-0 JD right now for him to not take the set.
Yup, that is gonna be a tall order for sure.
Yeah, that is an uphill battle to say the least.
Both of them, ooh, JD rightfully so, trying to get it off earlier, and that didn't fully mess up Herse. Let's see if he breaks out, because he still has a great combo, but
Nice combo.
JD does
JD
not let him have it.
unrelenting
JD
with
does
this
not let him
pressure.
have it. Yep, he
JD
forces
takes the
that
first set. Yeah, up 5 games. Commanding lead. Commanding. Herse not playing bad, though. Definitely not playing bad.
Oh, Herse is requesting JD to switch sword.
Wow, this is actually very uncharacteristic. I'm surprised to see this, actually.
I don't think that's been done so far this entire tournament. For
No,
one
this is
person
just
to
going to be a
request.
gentleman's kind of thing. I'm going to let both contestants know that I have swords as well. I also have swords, too.
Okay, her saying that he just not want the same middle. Wait, have they? Wait, what? Wait, what are their patterns? Have been? Have they both been red middle? Wait, green middle? Why did I not notice? Now, traditionally, in my wait, hold on, I'm gonna Google this word before I use it incorrectly.
Yeah, sorry guys, just a little bit of an interval right now before we get into set number 2. Again, just to recap, if you guys just tuned in, Johnydepp taking the first set there pretty commandingly.
Yes, it was a
Do I have
7-2.
green?
They're sorting
he needs-
swords.
Green, red, blue. Green, red, blue. I'm just looking for some falchions right now, guys. Give us a second.
Oh, that's perfect, actually. The second sword he looks at.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Sounds good. Need to get
Now,
back over to...
Personally, I think that having a mirror matchup makes it more entertaining and much more competitive, but I don't know. I appear to be the only one to think of that.
Okay. Just inviting the guys back here, and then we're going to get underway in a second. How's everybody's volume doing, though? Can we get a sound check? Commentator sounding good. I'm Disgust, by the way. My co-commentator is Pinkhas, of course.
Hiya! Oh no. Alright,
Volume good?
here we
okay,
are.
Awesome. Love to hear it. Let's keep going.
To start the second set, JD got on a good win streak beforehand as well. That's not to say that Herse is playing poorly. I think it's such a tough matchup where now we're gonna see if the color change will flip the mental for Herse. I don't think he's playing poorly.
Flipping his mouse around there. Really excited to get this one underway. JD needing a blue neutral to kick this off. He's greeting for it a little bit though.
Yeah, he really greeted for it.
Fortunately for JD though, Herse's hits really wide. Hitting in 5-6 is not going to do a ton of damage to him. He can definitely recover out of this relatively quickly. And again, getting hit in 5-6 is not super detrimental, just because you're not getting that you're not getting that other column cut off as well.
Yeah, Herse I think opted, either misflipped or opted to keep the green. And okay, he's gonna break it now. While JD hits with a nice triple.
Huge 3-sword. Herse was a little bit scared there. He wanted to cube it up, but he didn't.
It looked like, oh, that was an easy double. I don't know why Herse did not do that. Is this getting him to the nerves now? Being down a set. I'm not sure why he wouldn't do that actually.
Maybe, definitely possibility. No. Nerves are definitely a very real thing, especially in a scenario like this. You know, again, another 3-sword by Johnydepp. Can we get some 3 swords in chat? Huge,
2 3-swords in one game from JD. Holy moly, JD is feeling right now. He doesn't care. He'll take any request. You want him to switch patterns? No problem.
Yeah.
He is feeling really good.
No issue to me.
Yes, sir. Actually, like this.
JD really thinking about this. Let's see. Can he get it off the time? He does.
Yeah, it's
very efficient donkey opener.
Slightly less firepower coming from Herse, but he has more breakers to work with on the side.
It's nice to see JD kind of showing off what he can do with his openers, especially after gassing up Herse's as well.
Yep. JD choosing not to tank that.
Definitely very good at building as well.
Oh, without a doubt. These are, at this point, like, you have to realize that these are choices. I think except for that one time Herse did that, but these are definitely choices. These guys could probably build until whatever they want. It's just, you gotta keep in mind that you're playing against someone else. There's a pace to the game, and you have to keep in mind their board state.
You kind of just feel their tempo. You know, like it's kind of like a coin flip. You know, like, do I think that they're gonna build a bigger opener this time? Do you think that they're just gonna go for something quick and then like rebuild their board? It's all a toss up, and there's a lot of mind games that go into this as well.
For sure, and you're
good.
JD gets the green. He's been waiting for it.
Yeah, JD getting the witch piece there. He definitely needed that.
Yeah, Herse is still in a good spot though. Oh, he needs a yellow for JD. Needs a yellow. I think Herse will recognize that both of them need a yellow right now. So yeah, Herse is going quick. He's trying to go really quick, trying to race him to it.
Yeah, he's racing to it. But again, JD's very fast on his own. If maybe Herse can get this blue, I don't even know if it's going to do any damage, though. It does. It does literally nothing. But Herse! Nice double on the yellow.
JD was not able to combo it.
I don't even know if we have a 4-sword mode. I don't think we do. It's awesome with 3 swords anyway, though.
No, and right now I do like JD's board state a lot more here.
I like seeing how fast Herse is going right now, though. It's really nice.
Yeah, Herse definitely up the speed like midway into this game.
He understands the situation really well.
And,
man, I think he's
that's
done
not
here,
enough.
though.
Yeah, that was a pivotal 2-3 strike from JD there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Lord.
Was that really the first game of the set? No, it's 2-0. It's 2-0 to JD.
Yes, it's 2-0.
JD has won, man, I don't even know, 7 in a row, maybe?
Yeah, should be around there.
I think around there. JD definitely feeling himself. Both players probably going to go for something super similar. JD uncharacteristically building off of a neutral and still getting it.
Yep.
Herse doing a little bit more of a safer option.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that from Herse too much. I do think, though, Herse is probably trying to change things around. He's been losing even though he has been playing poorly. He's been playing fine. We've seen him already do like some really good mid-game control as well. It's just that JD is getting that one step above him, and it must be frustrating for Herse, where he's thinking, you know, what more can I do now?
No, absolutely. It's definitely a frustrating situation to be in, but obviously both these guys respect each other super.
That's
Wow.
a dink dink
JD
dead type
Yeah,
of
that's
situation.
as JD would call it, a dink dink die. That's definitely depressing, but
Yeah.
definitely good on Herse though. He's feeling himself.
Yeah,
He's a little bit of a breather after that.
Yeah, a bit of a reprieve. Herse also needed the green, but JD was at a much higher board state thanks to Herse's strikes from before. And that's what finally gave him a win. And let's see if he can chain that up to another one. JD hit him pretty hard already right now. And
Yeah,
ooh, cut him
absolutely.
off from the red.
Herse needing some momentum, but he's still feeling the pressure from JD. It's absolutely, like we've mentioned before, unrelenting pressure. I mean, JD is just not giving Herse an inch right now. He keeps cutting him off.
Oh, JD
But it's
decided not
connected,
to be greedy with it.
Look at how clean JD's board is, though. The green's
Yep.
not connected, though, so that's kind of a problem. He's only
No, the
able
greens
to
are.
single that. Oh yeah, no, sorry, I definitely mislooked at that.
Yeah, the
Let's
greens are
see,
connected. and-
Herse though,
But-
he's getting a nice chain combo off here.
Yeah, but that was
Excuse
right as JD broke, and Herse followed up again.
Yeah, nice sprinkles here. Not doing
Oh.
a ton of damage, but giving him more board
Like
real
that a
estate to
lot.
work with. Oh man,
Like-
Herse was definitely
Herse, that's
waiting
the
for JD to sprinkle him there.
red. Yeah, both of them
Oh,
need
it's
the
so
red,
close.
but
He needs red,
JD
otherwise
is
he's
at
done.
a
Or maybe he can dig his way out with the green.
no.
And he's
This
sprinkled,
is
he's
a,
done.
he's gonna get
Oh.
yeah, he's gonna get sprinkled on.
That cutoff there. Again, JD just keeping up the pressure.
Yep, like we said before, you gotta pay attention to the board state of the other player. JD recognizing that maybe they both need a red, and he is right in saying so. So he focused on the green, sent a couple sprinkles right after breaking the green, and that was deadly enough to kill Herse and take that game back.
Yeah, JD smart there, breaking the first blue breaker there, and then just making it a generic breaker stack combo, and then getting a nice little perfect follow-up.
Yep, but that's a great.
Oh, nice clap back by
that.
Herse though.
Yeah,
That is
I
a
loved watching that.
demoralizing combo to get hit with, even if you're up this much. That's like, holy shit, how did this guy just build that on me? I
Yep.
thought I was giving him good pressure, but
yep.
apparently
He's
not.
like, wait, I just did everything right. What happened here?
Yeah, exactly.
Great board state from Herse right now. I think he's in the
Yeah,
driver's
he's
seat.
he's definitely in the driver's seat. He needs anything to combo this blue. He doesn't get it, just opts to single it, and I think
Yeah,
considering
that's
JD is so high up on his board, it's just as good.
yeah, that's a lot of 4x4.
Oh, JD!
and
He gets the perfect piece! That is
perfect piece.
absolutely
Oh.
disgusting. That is a massive witch piece. And he got
Herse could-
bailed out.
You know, Herse could not send enough sprinkles to cut him off, and and JD was able to break out. Holy moly! JD now in a really good spot. He's gonna combo that. Yeah, that's an easy
Yeah,
combo.
he's in a good spot. However, Herse is not super high up on his board. I mean, it's kind of like a
Yeah.
mid-center kind of thing, and he can kind of just combo his way out. He's got tons of blocks to work with.
Yeah,
Into the
I'd like to.
double. Yeah.
I'd like to see Herse combo a little bit more. Now he's sending a bit more singles, and I do not like that from Herse. Having the reverse falchion in this matchup. I think Herse does have more leeway than he thinks to combo here mid game.
Yeah, I think it's hard. Just because you're constantly being pressured, you kind of resort to breaking things a little bit more early.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit
Yep.
more prematurely than you normally would in like, you know,
A
games
regular
on
game.
table and stuff like that. But again, OSL,
sure.
you know, you have so many people watching you right now. We've 114 people tuned in watching the grand finals
Yes,
of
sir.
OSL. This is fucking insane.
Yes,
Thank you guys
yes.
for tuning in right now. I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is a
What do you mean
tight set.
thank you? Why are you saying thank you? More like you're welcome. This is a great set to watch. Two players who rightfully deserve to be here. And is Herse gonna be able to break out? No,
Herse
that,
playing that board well too. Just getting the shorter end of the stick there.
yeah, the chain of 1x4s and strikes from JD was enough to seal the deal. They were all pretty, as you guys said, critical before.
Yeah, yes,
And,
critical hits there, hitting in the perfect spot, the perfect time. Underway.
Yep.
Let's see how these guys build out these openers.
Yep, it is 4-1, second set. Herse was only able to manage one win in the past, I would say 10 or so games. You do not want to hear that.
It's not that these games are not close though.
No,
Nice
no,
duels
no.
there by Johnydepp.
Yeah, that was a great strike.
Herse maybe like just a slight bit, but maybe it was only on our side.
Yeah, because then it's sped up, so I'm pretty sure that he's fine. Before, there was a lag issue, and they had a gentleman's agreement, so I'm pretty sure
JD
that
is just so feeling himself right now. It is absolutely crazy.
Yes, and,
And there is 5-1.
woo! Holy moly. Herse himself getting smacked. It's a tough position to be in. Herse... Honestly, if I'm Herse, I would take a little bit of a breather and say, you know what? I gotta be more greedy. I know
The
that
thing is
sounds like
that
the wrong thing to say, but
Yeah.
I feel like that is more towards the key of like where he should be aiming.
I think that what JD excels in better than any other sword fighter is that if you want to, oh my god!
There we go.
sorry,
That's what I'm talking
What the hell
about.
was that? Holy shit!
That was a
Somebody
Vegas.
clip that. Herse was just
All built
had a
in
mental
3.
reset. That was crazy.
And honestly,
That
it's
was
a very
the fastest
disrespectful.
match we've had so far, I think. Holy moly!
It was honestly a very disrespectful build as well. He built that in 3 with his breakers.
Hey, I think maybe
JD could
I
just
think
send
he's
a
listening just
double.
little bit. JD loving that opener a little bit. Back to what I was trying to say right before. Herse just had an absolutely disgusting combo to take that quick game. I think that JD does. Oh man, I don't even know now. I totally lost my place. That was just such a disgusting combo. Oh my
It
God.
was. It was a disrespectful, lovely combo to say.
I sound a bit more quiet. Move my mic. Okay, thank you for that. The chat. I hope that's a little bit better.
All right, we have a chat. I forgot.
Johnydepp kind of thinking there and
Herse.
just dying. Nice board
Yeah,
there by
Herse.
Herse though.
Coming back in this, now he got 2. It's the first time all sets, all match that Herse won 2 in a row. So good for him. Probably trying to. Oh, another building on 3 opener here. I do like this from Herse, like I said before. JD.
Oh, Herse's breakers get totally smashed there. Unfortunate
Yes,
for
they
him,
do.
and it gives JD a lot of leeway to send a follow-up.
Yeah,
She
that's
loves
great.
doing.
Great.
Look at those
follow-up from JD.
sprinkles. Oh my god. But again, it gives Herse a lot to work with. Even though he
Yep.
does single it, it's going to hurt JD's board a little bit. JD
Yep.
needing a green here for all of this to cascade down. He's got a nice cascade if he gets
Well,
the green, and it comes.
It's
but
a green and a
blocked
yellow.
off. He sees it.
Oh,
It might
he
three
missed
sword.
the yellow on
Oh,
top.
the 3-sword does not cascade down the way that JD wants.
He missed the yellow on top. But
First
that's
is another
fine.
chance at life, though.
And a 3
Oh,
by 3
man.
flank. We always
Don't
like
tell
to
me
see
he's
that.
gonna- Oh god. His middle column is blocked off. He look at
Yeah,
JD
he
go
chose
greedy
to-
for that.
He
Oh,
wanted to see if he
JD
could
greedy
chain
for
it.
This. He
and-
needs 2 red neutrals and he gets it.
Yeah.
It was a little bit safe to go for, but
Yeah, again,
Man.
pretty sure these guys are keeping track of what the other person needs at this point.
oh man, hers just keeps getting cut off.
Oh,
That is so sad to see. Herse having a massive red block in his
Yeah.
center for
Yeah.
so long. JD noticing that and saying LOL. He knows that he cut him off a lot there.
yeah, that was JD playing a little bit with fire, but rightfully so. Herse was as well, honestly, and I wouldn't feel too bad about that loss if I was Herse. I'm like, you know what? It didn't work out. Let's move on. I think he wasn't the right to do that. Because
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
he got that off, that would have been game.
Herse,
Or-
I just have to say, with an absolutely super efficient combo. I mean, I must have said it so many times between this game and the last game with the Orichalcos. But JD with a beautiful clapback of his own. Herse's board looking
Yeah, but that's
just so sick, though. If
Yeah,
Herse
no,
can
this
connect
is-
these, he's in a good spot.
yeah. If he gets to connect the greens, or if you could just
Okay,
Okay, yeah,
has to
that's
single
what-
it, but it's okay.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. If he can
If you
just
can have another
break
red
off, and
neutral. Okay.
that's fine. The greens are a little bit broken. There we go. It's still connected. JD waiting for. There it is.
Oh,
Oh,
let's see if JD sees it. There's a double in column
Oh,
6. He does
there-
not see it,
there
though.
was.
There was the
I
double
think-
in column 6, but it's hard. It's hard in situations like that. You kind of tunnel vision. Even the best players tunnel vision a little bit.
For sure, 'cause-
Especially in a situation like this.
I'm pretty certain that JD wanted to break off the green to chain that original combo, and then he unfortunately hit it, and then he did not see the second opportunity.
Yeah.
He should be feeling a little bit of the pressure from Herse.
Herse playing this
did
really
get some
well, though.
games.
I like how
And-
he's flipping these pieces.
Oh, that's a good
JD's
strike.
on the back foot now, but if he can get access to that blue, now he does.
Oh, it's a 3x3 blue. I love these. And he just chooses to single.
Oh, it turns into a side sword, though, and that actually hurts Herse quite a bit, but maybe he can dig his way out of
Yeah.
this. He needs a red and a green. Let's see if he can get it. He gets the red. He needs the green neutral.
And
He does get it.
yeah,
But again,
Herse-
Herse does not have any kind of artillery on his board right now.
yeah,
Oh,
as
okay,
we
you
saw
know what?
right there. Well,
He's
he
getting some
did
blocks
opt
now.
to. Yeah, he opted to clean his board up as opposed to combo it with the green
I
decision.
like how fast Herse is playing right now. He's playing
Yeah,
quick. This is the way he needs to play. Otherwise, JD will just run all over you. Oh
And-
man, it's gonna get
that's gonna be
blocked
sprinkled.
off.
Yeah,
That is
that's gonna be
so
sprinkled.
unfortunate.
Yeah,
JD
So-
taking it, set 2.
Herse opted in the middle of that game to go for a clean board as opposed to combo, and I'm very certain that was a conscious decision. I feel like at this point he should see that that has not been working out for him. I don't know. It's hard to say for me even as a spectator, so it's even harder for Herse to say playing it, right? Because he can't review his own gameplay.
Yeah,
Immediately.
absolutely.
So it's definitely hard for Herse. JD, on the other hand, fantastic start.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
a
this is-
2-0 in the finals. Come on.
Yeah. No, obviously, exactly where you would want to be in JD's situation here. JD, nice bingo to kick off the third set,
Ooh.
but a beautiful donkey cascade though with a clapback of his own, sending
Mm-hmm.
JD into the exact position he was just in.
Yep. And that's not gonna. Yep, that's
Not gonna
break
work
his
though.
Sprinkles.
JD's gonna have to sprinkle his way out, and that's gonna give
Yeah.
Herse a lot to work with.
Herse is speeding up. Every time you notice that Herse sends something big and he sees that JD hasn't immediately broken it, Herse immediately speeds up because he realizes, you know what, time to pressure. Let's go, go, go.
Yeah,
And-
exactly. And you know what? That's kind of the macro decisions that you have to make, and it's really important to notice how high up your opponent is on their board. And obviously, you know, it gets a little bit more complicated the higher caliber of a player you are. JD
Yep.
somehow living
Oh,
by the skin
Herse,
of his
that's
teeth,
a
though.
great triple. And
Nice triple, but he
Didn't
would
even
have died
need it.
anyway to the block off
Yeah.
of the sprinkle. So well played. Herse taking the first game of the third set.
Yep, you.
Herse saying that he got a lead, celebrating a little bit here. Got a long way to go though. Got a long way to go. You got to dig deep. Let's see
Honestly,
if you
I
can have some closer sets.
I don't think it's impossible. The way we've seen Herse play this tournament thus far, it's not
Especially
impossible.
Most recently, oh, JD has such a good combo here. He gets the blue neutral, and he sends it. Look at this cascade. Both
Yeah,
players with nice combos.
I like that a lot more from
JD get
JD's
duels,
side.
though. JD gets more duels. I think Herse is opting for more single strikes.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to keep that corner. He's
Herse
living
might
temporarily.
choose to keep a
Yeah,
clean
Herse
board
breaks it.
here because he does have breakers to rely on at the back end, and hopefully he
Yeah.
can follow
he's,
up
He's getting
after.
his way to it though. Look at JD
Yeah.
though. Oh man, that green does not
no,
cascade the way that he wanted to. And now it's blocked off. He's in an awful position. But he's getting such good breakers! Oh my god, that green almost cascaded down with the one sprinkle preventing that from happening. He's still digging.
Oh, that one sprinkle first blocked him off from clearing the blue, which would have given him a red-green combo.
Look at this unrelenting pressure though. But JD's getting the red!
I
Let's see if he's gonna block
think
him off.
it's done.
Oh my god,
Oh.
wait, he's still alive. Okay, I'm going for
Holy moly.
I'm going for a ride right now. Holy.
You know what? If I'm JD, I would just say, you know what, it didn't work out. A little bit unlucky. It happens. That was
Herse taking a little bit of a lead now. Let's see.
yeah,
see
that
how
was a
this
good
goes.
sprinkle hell from Herse for sure. You see, and ooh,
Yeah, JD opting for a quick opener here, and it's definitely helping him a lot. I think Herse just wants to break this, but he opts to just sprinkle it. That's fine too. He wants to keep the red here, it seems. Okay, now he singles it, but
JD
gave JD a lot of time to kind of send a counter strike. So
yeah, it's a good, nice, healthy 2x3 hit
man,
there.
this is a tough thing to come back
And-
from if you're Herse, no matter what kind of sword
Mhm.
fighter you are.
Yep.
This is always
Herse-
tough because if you look at Johnydepp's screen right now, he just has so much artillery to send. I think he flubbed that a little bit, but it's okay.
Oh, you could have put the blue on the. Oh, okay. Well, he chose to do it that way. Okay, that's fine too, I guess.
Oh man,
And,
I
that's
think
a
JD
yes.
probably tripled that, but man, massive damage. I think triple might have been overkill. However,
I
Herse is
love
still
this from
living
Herse.
though.
Oh, he chose not to break it on the. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't
Wouldn't have
matter
mattered anyway.
Yeah,
But still,
JD sent
JD?
enough sprinkles.
Yeah, JD getting a win back finally.
Okay, so this is even though it's early, this is so far the tightest set. I think gameplay-wise as well, Herse is definitely feeling himself a little bit more here.
Yeah, I think he's gotten himself some more confidence. That's for sure. Let's see if maybe his coach Dysthemia kind of put something in the water a little bit. Herse really thinking about this one, taking a lot of time, really hoping that didn't double sprinkle so that he could set it off the next turn.
Yep.
But fortunately for JD, it did.
Oh, and
But it triggers anyway, though.
yeah, the blues got
Huge
broken, but it's
combo,
still
though. Wow.
a huge combo for sure.
Massive Vegas by Herse. And you know what? That's what we're talking about when we say he's an absolute
There we
master
go.
of
There
knowing
we go.
patterns.
Nah, I
Huge
love
triple.
that.
What a good look.
There
and
we
JD's
go.
done. That was
I love that.
huge.
Love it from Herse.
That
But-
is so much. You get so much confidence from hitting those kinds of combos.
Yup. That's how Herse needs to play. You gotta take those.
Well
risks, especially in
played.
this matchup. You have to.
So well
and-
played. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are seeing peak sword fighting right now. This is nuts.
Yes, really.
Look at
paid
this,
off
even
for Herse
JD with a
there.
clapback of his own. Super
Yep.
efficient, donkey after donkey from both of these players.
Donkey well met. And there we
Herse
go.
getting the
Herse
better of
got
it. Look at
the
this triple. Oh
Yep.
my god, these guys are
Lots
going
of JD.
crazy right now with seeing these combos. JD's just
JD.
done.
Oh. JD could not break out after Herse, just unleashing an onslaught immediately
These are some
after.
Baja Blast duels.
So
Holy
remember
shit.
Remember when I said earlier, if they send the exact same huge opener, the reversed Falchion would get ahead and an advantage. We saw it right there. So
Herse is building fast right now.
Yeah, and
He is totally feeling himself.
yeah, I love this from Herse. This is
This is
much more from
nice.
what I
He's getting a
want.
breath of fresh air right now. He's feeling a little bit.
Mhm.
He's getting his mojo back.
Yep.
That doesn't
That doesn't
cascade the
connect,
way he
it's
wants, but
okay.
it's all right.
Yeah, because JD's still in a tough spot here. JD's definitely opting to get a good board state. That's definitely what he needs to focus on. And he does get rewarded for it. A very nice, clean little double and then double after that. Herse really,
Herse,
really
so nice
trying to get
triple
that
though.
green
Yeah,
at
he's
the bottom.
he's living through this. Look, his
Yup.
board is so clean.
Yeah, there we
He
go.
gets the red.
He was thinking to be a
Oh
bit more
my
greedy.
god! It doesn't really do a ton of damage to JD's board though. But look at this follow up.
And the,
Crazy
it hits
pressure.
1, 2, 5, 6 both times.
Yeah,
Not as
super
effective as he
unfortunate.
wants. I did see
Unfortunate
him
for Herse,
eye the 3 sword, and he could have done it actually.
JD
but
going
it's very
fast
hard.
here. He really needs to just get this green. He's racing for it. Maybe the red too, but more importantly the green. That's his center.
Yeah, yeah,
But maybe Herse is gonna die before that. I don't know. He's cut off from his.
Oh,
He needs
Herse
the
cut
green.
himself off. Herse
Oh
cut himself
man,
off.
that's
and
tough.
cut
I think that
himself-
Herse went for a little bit of a greedy play, and I think that might have been the right choice. He couldn't have really done anything with the red that was stuck in column 3 there.
Yeah, it was a little bit blocked off. JD opting more for board control, which he definitely should, especially in this matchup. Herse, I think that's not a terrible loss for Herse. He should still be feeling himself right here.
Yeah,
Very
but
fast
it's
bingo,
important that he continues this momentum and maybe having a quick match here. Again, it's super difficult when you're versing the reigning OSL champion Johnydepp,
For sure.
who's just 3-0'd some huge contenders
Right.
to win the entirety of the thing. So
Right, and you have to keep in mind, Herse.
look at this
Ooh,
quick game. That's
love it.
exactly what he needed to maintain this momentum going through.
Some pivotal 1x4s going.
Big
into
1x4s.
Herse's
It's
advantage.
2-5. JD's got to dig deep. He's got to win 5 games right now to take this setback.
Yeah,
Herse, on the other
Herse,
hand, only
coming
needs
back.
to-
Just keep doing what you're doing. Even though you lost that one game from before, that's fine. You gotta keep up this pressure. And JD gets a little bit of a reprieve as he is able to stall Herse's open
Herse is
there.
trying to bail out on this combo.
And he does. Yes.
Okay, he gets it. Good luck. He
Yeah.
needs a blue neutral to just break that green. He does
Yep.
get it. Now the blue's connected.
Yeah, and that's gonna not
JD's bored though.
fully stop
Ooh!
JD. And
That
he
double
gets the-
sprinkle really messing up with JD, but he gets the green, so it was okay. He's living for now.
Yeah, and he's a red piece. He doesn't get it. Oh, he's got to bury
Oh,
that
he's
a
getting
little
a lot
bit.
Of greens.
Oh, that's fine. That is
Okay,
fine for
he's
JD.
chilling right now.
Yeah. Herse, not too much happening on his board. I think he's trying to.
Oh, okay. No,
back
now
into
this is something
singles.
major. If Herse can
And-
maybe get a green.
Oh, yeah, I
No
love it.
way,
Yes,
this is
yes.
so disrespectful. I don't know if Herse is going to get this off, though. Oh my
he has to
god, they
try
are
it.
so high up
He
on
had
their
to try it.
boards. Oh my god, he's
No,
going to get it!
He's got it. Yeah,
Let's see
he
if
gets it.
kills. Oh,
Oh.
it whiffs, though. It goes a little bit wide. JD is probably like, how the F did he just hit me with that? That is disgusting. How disrespectful for you to go down
Oh
on me.
man, it ended up being even, which.
Oh man. First though, still keeping up the pressure. A lot of sprinkles though.
Yeah, no,
JD. He's got some nice defensive breakers though, and it's breaking on his
Yeah, let's
1,
see
2,
if he
and-
gets the
Oh.
green. He
doesn't get it.
Playing it safe. Oh,
Okay.
he doesn't.
Herse is on match point, ladies and
Herse-
gentlemen.
There we go.
Herse is bringing stuff back right now. He's
Yeah.
got a second life. I think Dystemia kind of, again, breathing some much needed air into Herse's lungs here.
Yes, sir. Coach in the corner, yelling out the pivotal moves, getting the good right mental state for Herse, because whatever she's
JD
saying.
opting to not breaker stack there because he didn't want the additional blocks to rely on.
Yeah,
But
Herse gets it off
look
anyway.
at this from
Herse.
Herse. Oh my
Well
god, that's totally
protected.
backfiring on JD, and now he's
Yep,
got
and-
he's on the back foot
Combo
for
off on
the
the
majority of
side.
this
Oh,
this game now.
That's a great,
Oh, look at
great.
these duels back to
I love
back,
to see that.
back to back duels from
Oh,
Herse.
man.
Oh my, was that the Locos Doritos Hot Tacos duel? Oh my god, that was disgusting. Shout out Taco Bell, please sponsor us for next OSL. Holy shit.
Dude, if you told me, I would have reached out, man. Come on. I used my marketing skills to full effect, but we get a
Herse
set
is on
win
set
from Herse.
point. He's on set point.
And
Oh wait, no, it's 2-1 in
no,
sets, huh?
no, it's 2-1 now.
Oh,
in
okay, so
set.
he already just won.
No.
Nice. Great on
Yeah.
Herse. Okay, let's see if he can
Yeah,
maintain
exactly.
this momentum going through this.
So JD dropped a set, which we would have expected, to happen, right? We thought this would be a lot more even. It was a 2-0 Herse finally getting some games going his way, some gameplay going his way. This is the type of style that I expected to see from Herse, and we're seeing it. JD,
Yeah.
on the other hand, he is
Oh,
trying
JD
to
getting
cover
the
that, and
nice.
yeah,
He does get the combo.
but the blue's gonna be stuck. Yeah, the blue's gonna be stuck there.
Blue's stuck. Let's see if we can connect these though.
And
Oh,
I
both
look back
players
on
getting a
Herse's
blue.
board.
And Herse is another 2x2 with over a
Oh.
3x3. If he can somehow get there in time, I don't know if he can.
Oh
and he gets blocked off.
no!
Oh man.
I love seeing
That'd be
those. I
gross.
love 3x3s in these long sets when you're both falchions. Like I said before, the 3x end strike from a falchion is probably the strongest pattern in the game. So I definitely respect and I love watching.
Oh, these guys have
guys-
perfect pieces. They're going for the same exact thing right here.
Oh.
Except Herse. Oh, wait a minute. Did JD just flub
Yeah.
that a little bit? No, I think it's alright. It still works
and
out. See, okay,
JD
now that breaker trigger right there is what differentiates JD from a lot of sword fighters. He gets an additional sword, while a lot of people, like you saw Herse, can only send one sword there. He makes the trigger into a sword. It's super impressive stuff.
Yes, and at this point, both of these
It
guys
is a little
are
bit
very
more risky,
familiar.
though, I will add.
Well, they're both very familiar with the patterns. They should know exactly what kind of. Oh, that's a.
Okay, I wanted to see Herse maybe wait on that, but I don't think that he could have doubled it the next turn, so it's the right option overall, I think. See?
First, looking to. He really wanted to eventually chain that green in there. You could tell. I think he was right to try so, because it wouldn't have done much on JD's board, who does still have a really good board state. Chooses to save that green for the blue. Yeah, coming up. Well, that would not kill Herse. Oh, but the 1x4 cuts off Herse
big
from the
1x4. But Herse getting a nice double blue there, though. He's living.
green. Yep.
He opts to not break the green on the left side. He's
Yep,
look at how
I like
defensive
that.
he's playing that. He
like
wants
that.
JD to sprinkle him so that he can
Yep.
use it rather than him. And it hits in hits in column 3, but JD getting the nice piece next turn, breaking out that green, getting some breathing room here, and getting the yellow as well. I think that he's okay.
Yep, these I think are good tempo decisions from Herse, and he gets paid the big
Hold on.
bucks for it.
Broccoli King 69 saying in chat, trying to watch 2 boards got me like Sid from Ice Age. That is fucking hilarious. That's a great way to put it. Yeah, it's
true,
hard
though.
to watch both, and props to anybody that's keeping up with all of our calls right now. It's tough, especially if you're not sword fighter. JD with a sick combo right there.
Yeah, Herse
Getting a nice
being
bingo off, and look at this. He's already got a yellow 2x2 block ready to send something. I mean, wow. Get sprinkled.
yeah Herse first primarily focused on getting a breaker stack and then making a block later, but JD rot.
Oh, JD getting
the
gifted
pattern,
that double.
and
He needed both of
nice
those blocks
double.
in order for that to work. Oh my
Uh,
god, and another one that was so nice. If he connects these,
Ooh,
it
the
might be
yellows.
a 3-sword. Everyone get your Baja Blast 3-swords out right now.
Oh,
Oh, it does 3-sword!
it
but
is a
it's
3-sword.
still- Technically it's a 3-sword, okay? I see 3
Yeah,
swords
yeah.
right there.
Yep.
First, doing the pattern super well though.
And that 3-sword would be enough. The thing is, Herse was kept on getting cut off from the yellow himself, and then when JD beat him to the yellow, Herse couldn't reach the yellow underneath, so he ended up at a higher board state, and that 3-sword ended up being deadly.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh,
JD.
let's see. Oh, that was a.
I'm not quite sure, but still. Get this combo off.
Both
that's what
of
he needed.
them. Yeah, both of them opting for relatively smaller attacks
A
here.
little bit here, though. Ooh, nice
I like that
build
from
here
Herse.
by Herse. But
Yeah.
also,
Oh, and a
by
nice.
JD as well, but it hitting wide on
Wow.
Herse's screen. I think if anything, unless if JD.
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Sneaky guys
JD.
there.
Yep, he got cut off more because JD's attack went into 5-6.
Yeah, absolutely.
Herse's went
Yeah,
into
see, look,
2.
if Herse got hit with, if JD's combo hit him, the same way that Herse's combo with JD, that could have just been a stall war.
It could have. Yep.
Yeah, very easy.
Uh,
JD
Okay,
breaking that
one
early.
before opener.
Yeah, 1x4
Yeah,
opener,
but
but look at this
it's
follow-up.
seldom.
Oh my god, it's so efficient.
Yeah. Yeah, we like to see the follow-up from JD. It does mess up Herse a little bit here, and he is going to be digging a little bit out, sending sprinkles that are very inconsequential on JD's board. Right now, both having pretty good board states, a lot of openings to build here. JD opting to sprinkle in, while... I think both of them are trying to find a... Oh, never mind. I thought for sure Herse is going to build off of that. That is what he's kind of been doing before, but...
Herse opted to not connect that, those screens there, but I think it's not too big of a deal. He has another opportunity. Oh, man! But that one sprinkle messes up, but then he gets another opportunity. I don't know if it's going to work, though.
No, it's not going to work.
Oh my gosh, that is so unfortunate for Herse. He
yeah,
had so
yeah.
many chances to, with the perfect sprinkles and the perfect strikes from JD.
Yup. Yup.
Really makes a difference there. That's
Oh,
super
no,
demoralizing.
Yeah, that's a bit of a tilter. I'd be a little bit tilted personally.
But Herse kind of chain comboing his way out of this, and then I think JD might just ding die here. He's not really getting anything.
He gave up.
Straight lines. He just gave up. He gave
Yeah,
up and
he
said,
just
I don't
gave
like
that
my
up.
board state. Even if I have another opportunity to maybe bail out, I don't even want it. So
Typing
it's,
in the
I think
ZZZ.
it's 2-3. Herse
It's
is
2-3.
Set.
It doesn't feel like that because that was a very long game.
Mm-hmm.
Neither opting to really build too much other than like doubling some sprinkles, doubling and tripling some sprinkles. That really was not.
Though, and okay, now he's into yellow. Oh man, that's unfortunate for him, but it might still work.
That's a good
It will work,
combo
but it's
from...
not anything big. Herse though. Oh my god,
Yeah.
on the other side of the screen. Will JD use Sim in set 5 again? I don't know. It depends on if JD can't close it out.
I did not consider that, but now that you mention it, I hope so, because historically, Herse has not done well against other swords. So I would love to see, if it comes to that. This is still far from there, of course.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Still an absolutely intense and close set, like we've imagined it to be. I did not think it was going to be an easy 3-0 sweep by either one of these
I like
players.
both of their boards, but ooh, Herse beats him to the punch.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
but
effectively making those breakers kind of useless at the moment
Yeah, a little bit
from
redundant.
GD's side. Herse definitely in the driver's seat here. Let's see if he can put on the pressure.
Well, big sprinkle though by JD with a
And-
quick strike, but again, man, Herse
Oh.
took so much time to deal with this. If he gets in red
This is good.
sprinkled, oh man, but he
Yeah,
knows.
he was waiting.
5-6 is huge on JD's board.
Oh god, JD's board. It is not in a great spot. He's really reliant on basically 2 colors here, while Herse has an entire board to play with, and he can continue building or putting on the pressure. Let's see what he chooses.
Yeah,
He could chooses to build a bit.
Kind of clapped back by JD. Oh man,
Oh,
the
oh,
tides
that's
of momentum have shifted a bit, and
Oh.
Herse is in an awful position.
the
Let's see if
yellow
he can
didn't.
Can he get the breakers like JD did?
What? Herse hesitating there. Very, very uncharacteristic. Oh,
Oh man,
that
Herse,
gonna
he's so
cost him the
close.
game?
And look at that, you think Herse is in a good
Yeah.
spot, but then he kind of
I-
runs dry a little bit, and then Johnydepp can kind of just chain clear his way out.
Yeah, I would have to watch that back. I think Herse messed up a little bit. He wanted to break the yellow to chain it into that red. I think that was just a little bit of a mess up. I might have seen that wrong because I was looking at both boards. Both players are going so fast, and they're both very efficient. So
Yeah, it's quite
See?
easy to get the Sid from Ice Age eyes. Watching so many games back to back.
right, exactly. And they're both trying their best to.
Herse. That one sprinkle by JD hitting just beautifully, but Herse gives him just
Alrighty.
another way to break through that.
Yep.
So
Let's
JD's
see
just
if
gonna opt to single this.
JD he
Red just
does,
cascades
and
the way
then
he wants.
yeah, he's just gonna go for board stay. I like this from JD. I think it's a good move. This Herse, however, still can connect those blues if he just he gets struck before sprinkled, but that is fine. He's still gonna be able
That
to pass
cascade
that.
huge. Doesn't 3-sword though. JD
No,
high up on his
JD.
board.
Big green.
Is he gonna drought?
but
Huge
does
green.
he get it?
Yeah, does not get
Does
it.
not
Even
get
Herse
it.
having a cute corner there.
Yeah, the only reason Herse was able to break some of the green is because he had one saved from earlier.
Yeah, I think
there was
this
a bit of
entire
green
set has gone 1-1, 1-2, or 2-2, 3-3, and then maybe it's gonna be 4-4. These guys, this is the tightest set that we've had so
Yep.
far, and these games are going pretty long as well.
Yeah, JD certainly.
Both players probably feeling a little bit of fatigue right now, but again, that
That's true.
is also what's factored in to what makes the best sword fighter,
Well,
the best sword fighter.
I mean, how many of
Oh,
us have
man,
not
look at that
played
triple
sets
cascade down.
going for hours and hours?
Yeah, Herse
Let's be
definitely.
honest.
Again, Johnydepp. I think it was 2 or maybe 1 day ago. He was playing against. No, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. JD had to play 2 players that were very good, quarterfinals and semifinals, back to
Yep.
back, and he 6-0'd them.
Mhm.
And again, I will say that the scoreline did not reflect on how close a lot of those games were, but still, to do that is quite the statement, and it takes a lot.
For sure.
Nice side
And
sword, though,
effective- Yeah,
breaking
it is
up.
an effective horizontal.
Yeah, very
That-
effective because look, it
Oh.
cuts off. He did get the blue, but it cuts off on the
Yeah.
bottom there. It's not connected for JD. Herse's board on the other side is looking pretty clean. He connects those
Yeah.
greens. Oh my
he gets-
God,
He's
JD!
Gonna, oh, he's
it
not
might
gonna-
hit, and it
Oh,
does hit. It's an insta.
It hits with the single 1x4 is able to get the.
Oh
even.
my God,
Oh.
Johnydepp getting gifted that. That is sick.
JD breaking the 1x4, getting in there.
Yeah,
too,
he
so-
he got the absolute perfect RNG on that. That's a big momentum shift, and look at this. It's tied up. It's 4-4 apiece. 4-4 apiece right now. These guys are racing to get this opener off. Who's gonna get it first?
I like that from.
Both of them are both
Herse.
getting it off, but
Yeah.
Herse definitely getting the
Yeah.
better of the two. It looks like the tides have changed a little bit. Herse was always
great follow-up from
only
Herse.
sending one sword there, but now
Right,
looks like
but-
JD's on the back foot. He
Yeah,
needs the green. More importantly, needs the green. He can get all these other pieces and breakers, but he needs that green desperately. And Herse just putting up the pressure. That's a
Yeah,
quick
love
game
to
to
see it.
win and take back 4-5.
Yeah,
Going to Herse.
Herse, when he takes the advantage straight from the opener, he has been closing out the games. He knows exactly what to do in that position. It's a position he's very familiar with. So, oh, JD, I love it. Oh, I love it so much. Oh
my God,
oh,
JD going for it
could've made
again.
A little bit bigger, but
Yeah, I could have made it a little bit bigger, but Herse probably like,
It didn't
holy
matter, yeah.
moly, what
It
was
didn't
that?
full
Absolutely
screens anyway.
massive 3x3. Infinite 3x3.
yeah,
That's
so,
a Monka S in chat if I've ever seen one.
yeah, the sprinkles following up the sword still follow the
But
pattern.
Herse
So,
breaking out of that a little bit.
ooh, that green
He's
came
living.
in clutch.
Yeah, he's living
Green
and he's
block.
tanking a little bit.
Yeah,
He's absorbing a lot of that.
JD is in a good board state here. He has excuse me. He has a couple of colors that he can work with. He opts to wait a little bit, and that does favor him as Herse breaks out, cleans up his board instead of trying to hurt him
JD,
even
nice
more.
little flip in there. That's very good. Gives him some more real estate to work with, just in case if it comes down to a stall war.
Yeah.
Herse though in a good
Herse
spot.
able to get
Nice
off the
double,
double.
though.
Let's see how it hits.
Doesn't really do too much. The only thing that did a ton of damage there was the 1x4 hitting in 3 column.
Yeah, which is a funny little thing. And
Let's see.
speaking of
Oh
funny
my
little
God,
thing, I
is
think we can
JD
go
gonna get
again for
another
an-
3x3 block?
another
He is.
Oh, I love it.
Oh man, that's
Love
not, I don't
it.
think that's gonna hit. It's not gonna hit as well as he wanted
No,
to.
it's double
Hey,
close up, but
again,
that will cut
usually
him
when
off.
you-
Oh, it
yeah.
doesn't. It's a non-reverse. Yeah, it's not gonna cut him off.
Oh, all this red is still connected for
So the
Herse
red
though.
is
This is
still
pretty
connected.
massive. Oh, look at this sprinkle though. This might really mess up
Oh.
JD. It does a good
It's
bit.
gonna cut him off from his red, but
Both players need
Oh.
the red. Who's gonna get there? Okay, Herse
Herse
gets it
seems to be
first.
ahead. So
Actually,
yeah.
wait. I think both
Wait,
players are kind of on the same
both of them
piece.
did. Yep.
They're both
you're
on
right.
like the same exact piece. Look at this pace.
Yeah, they
Herse
are.
keeping
Love
up with
to see it.
JD.
Herse going in for a bit of a combo. I like that. A little small combo here and there. He's trying to put on the pressure on JD. JD does have a red still from before. This is the red that was still stocked up that he couldn't connect. So let's see if that's gonna hurt him in any chance, or maybe even help him. As
Yeah, we call
Herse-
that rewarded for being bad. Oh, JD. I wanted to agree
JD
that. I
has
think he considered it for a second, but I think instead he's going for his tried and true clean over combo. That's
Yeah.
trademarked, ladies and gentlemen.
both of them opting to go for a clean board because Herse's side as well, he could have comboed that. He chose not to. I think he's realized the pace that he's having right now against Johnydepp. And ooh, I like that from Herse.
Oh my
That might be-
God, that is a
It's gonna be
disgusting
red
triple
block.
by Herse.
And
However, JD getting beautiful pieces. Okay, the green does not cascade down, but he gets
little bit
another one
off.
anyway.
yeah, and the blue's a little bit off too, but he's gonna be able to break out in the red.
Yeah,
Ooh,
these aren't doing too much damage. Although they're big hits, they're not doing tons of damage to each other's boards.
Yeah.
Oh,
JD's
Herse
board
getting
is pretty
gifted
awkward.
a nice double though.
Yeah,
That
any
hits super
strike from
well.
Herse
Oh,
is
but
gonna
he gets the
hit
yellow
hard,
with a
but-
perfect chance. And look at how that cascades down, hitting in 1, 2,
Yep.
5, and 6 though on Herse's board. Herse still living though, and look at this
Sprinkle back.
triple. Oh my God!
Both of
This
them
is
are gonna
back and
sprinkle back.
forth.
And okay, that was an interesting too. Ooh, I don't know if JD wanted to do that. He could have broken out the yellow there, and
Oh man, JD
he's
really thinking about these ones. I think he's doing some miss flips here. I think he
I
might
think
have
he
played
realized-
it better.
Yeah,
He's cut
I think
himself
he
off with
realized
the yellow,
made
but
a
he gets the
mistake.
green. That's all that matters now. And now he
Yeah,
connects.
he's living.
Oh, he's
living.
playing it well. He's playing it
Yep.
well. He's being very efficient with
See
these
what Herse is
pieces.
doing. Herse really wanted to open that.
Oh my God, JD getting double breaker into double breaker, but Herse is
Herse is
also
fine. Herse is
still
fine.
here. If he can
Oh,
maybe get to
that's
that
so
green,
good!
but it cascades down.
It's so good.
That's
was
so
so
good, but
good.
JD's board's looking very clean as well. And he gets a nice
Yep.
double as well. Look at this. It's such back and forth.
He opted not to clear his 5-6.
Oh,
there.
is that 1x4
is
gonna
it gonna
do it?
haunt him?
No.
So far, no. Okay, so JD really kind of depending on either blue or yellow.
Look at this
here, gets it
match.
really-
Oh my God, both of these guys are playing it so well at the top of their board. Even if you guys are getting these pieces, it's so hard to keep making the correct flips in
For
such an
sure.
intense scenario. Look
Yep.
at this JD
And
getting the full
ooh,
clear, and he takes it
full
from
clear,
Herse,
finally.
and it's 5-5. It was
Ooh.
1-1 into 2-2 into 3-3 into 4-4, and now it's 5-5.
Yeah, JD technically caught up in this.
Wait,
Herse
JD saying that his
wasn't-
drop key is legit broken right now. I think this man has been flipping so intensely. He has another key. He has another keyboard. He's gonna go whip it out right now. JD is gaming, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
That's what
sir.
you want.
Love to see it.
Well, welcome to SFing in esports. Okay, we're playing so hard right now that we're breaking. We are breaking keys on our keyboard over this.
He was mashing it. For those who don't know,
I can feel the sweat right now. The intensity.
Does he use? No, he does not use spacebar. He uses
This is a tech pause.
Z. Yeah, I think he uses Z instead of a spacebar.
He knows himself so well. He had a replacement ready to go. He's whipping it out as we speak.
Yep. JD probably. I think JD should be feeling himself a little bit more. This is technically within this set, within set 4. This is the first time JD's caught up because Herse has been in the lead by 1, and now it's 5-5, 2 wins from winning this set. JD, he can win the championship. Herse, he can make that comeback and poise himself for a reverse sweep.
Yeah, this is crazy. No matter how you guys cut it. This is intense, and you know what? I think that this might favor Herse a little bit. I think maybe getting a little reprieve right now is probably good because I think JD was kind of gaining a lot of momentum there. Obviously, that game was so back and forth; it could have went either way.
Yep. Herse probably in his mind getting some great tactics from his coach in the corner.
Yeah, maybe Herse getting some whispers in his ear right now, and I think that it's important. It's good to have that. Herse, again, before this grand finals began, did thank his coach, Distemia, I believe is her name. Did I say that correctly, or am I dumb? Are we good? Quick test game? Okay, right. JD wanting a test game. But yeah, definitely attributing Distemia to his mental reset in that tough series.
Excellent,
you
Jazz,
guys,
thank you.
Yeah, I like that. These guys, again, this is just a test game. Herse is stalling for a reason. All right.
Yeah,
don't
Herse
freak out anybody.
To let him test. Again, both of these competitors want each other to be at their peaks because then they can rightfully say, "I won this championship." You don't want it any other way.
JD not getting the piece of knees, but he's not really building anything. He's just kind of trying out his keyboard.
Yeah, he's flipping around. Yeah,
he's just making sure that it feels good. So there's no Johns. There's no Johns. You guys can do it one more time. If
okay, JD says thank you. First, offering another one. Okay,
yeah.
JD saying now we're good. All right. Let's get back into it. 5-5, set 4.
Johnydepp saying it is what it is. Yeah, here we go. We're setting the stage. It's again, JD has won the first 2 sets. Herse won the last one. It's tight. It goes to 7. Whoever takes this is in such a massive lead. This is a pivotal moment. JD opting to break it early.
Yeah, while Herse is waiting for a green neutral that came very, very
finally
late.
Gets it. Herse looking like he's lagging a little bit here, actually. Oh man.
And
let's see. He gets off. He gets off the triple.
Yeah.
So he's not in an awful spot.
Yeah. If the horizontal was bigger, that might have.
Actually, Herse's board looking pretty clean here. I don't know if JD can send anything fast enough to really mess him up, unless if that strike hit.
But
oh man, Herse needing a red. He needs the red now. He needs the red now. Oh, maybe a green.
He gets a green. Green's fine enough. He will thank for the green.
Yeah, that hits a 2-3 as well. That gives him a lot of space to work with.
Yeah, both of them, well, Herse much more so, relying on that red, which kind of a bit of a dry spell for him, and would that actually
both
be...
players really needing it. I think that Herse might get it first. But I don't know because JD, they're both on the... okay, Herse gets it. Oh no!
He didn't realize!
Okay, but he gets it again. He gets it again. Okay, Herse did not realize that that was gonna trigger. That was a big blunder there. Wow, that was super close.
He says in the chat.
Herse.
The thing is, if Herse sent that off earlier, if Herse sent that off earlier, that would have blocked JD. That had a chance of blocking JD from breaking his own red. So
although he gets it anyway. Yeah, absolutely. It's
detrimental than it looks. And,
but JD hype on his board though. I don't know. This hit might hurt Herse. Oh, he does get the red again though.
Herse is still
this might force forward.
Oh,
fours
it's gonna
on.
block him from the. Is it gonna block him from the red? Let's
It
see.
is. It
Yes,
is. Oh, he keeps getting cut off, but he has another chance here.
JD.
He's getting the blue.
Getting
JD can live.
chances. Oh,
JD's
Herse
livid
trying
right now.
to
He
stop
needs a
him.
red.
Herse just sending in 1x4s.
Yeah, Herse sending
JD
anything. This is
still
what we mean
needs
by
a
the
red.
macro gameplay. The
Oh, there is a red
macro.
coming. There is a red coming.
Oh, JD doesn't get it. He comes the next turn. He would have full screen cleared.
Great pressure from Herse. Great
Herse
great
taking
pressure
this.
from Herse.
Again, I said that this game is so detrimental. Herse now has 2 chances to take it
Yep.
and reset the bracket.
Yup.
People want another set. Herse with a beautiful bingo. Look, he has nothing on his board. That's as efficient as it gets. What else do you want from these players? Insane.
Oh my god, I forgot the term for it. We had a Quasars and I had a term keyed up for that. Full clear. There we go. It's a full clear board opener. And Herse.
Oh man, okay, Herse, nice little bingo here, and he saves the blue. This is super important for a nice
give me the
follow-up.
4x4 Herse. Do it.
Oh,
I
Herse
love
wants
it.
the green. He wants the green badly here.
No,
He doesn't want that 4x4.
no, I think
Oh,
he
he
wants
does not
the
want
4.
that 4x4.
No, he wants the 4x4.
He wants the green.
Come on.
He wants the green, or maybe. Oh man, he's greeting so hard. Herse is greeting for it, and he gets it. This is good duels.
Yeah,
Big
this is a
duels. It clears his
good
whole
big
screen, but it
duels.
hits wide. It
1,
hits a little
2,
bit
5,
wide.
6. JD. he could have
JD
built a
needing
three.
to connect those reds there, and he gets the perfect pieces to do so.
Herse opting not to break the red. Was that a choice? I think that
I don't
was a
know. I
choice.
didn't even see. Did he really opt out?
He opted to. Yeah, he chose to broke.
Oh man, I think Herse is
no,
kind of
Herse messed up. He messed
Herse
up. He
messing
said
up
choke.
there. That was a
Yeah,
mistake,
he
definitely.
broke the red in 1-2 when he could have cleared his entire 3-4.
Okay, it's tied up.
And
This is
so this
game,
is
set, match point for JD right now. There is so much pressure. He wants this to be done with.
This
is a
championship
Guggen matchup.
point. Championship point for
But
JD.
Herse with a
Herse-
deadly strike. That was beautiful.
Lovely. You love to see that from Herse.
Although JD will break out of this, it's just going to send a ton of sprinkles, and this is only going to fuel
fine.
Herse for a nice follow-up or just chain
Yep.
clearing, right? JD
And-
has a lot of defensive breakers, though, on his board, so anything that Herse sends will be
Yeah.
eaten up.
He was able
Yeah,
to separate
JD
the
not
red.
in a good spot. JD's not in a good spot right now. He's lower on his board, but this is not great.
No, Herse, you double those. Come on.
Oh
man.
my god, JD! JD had a nuts bingo to
doing it, and now he's
balance him
gonna
out of an
triple
awful
sprinkle.
situation. Are you kidding me? Oh, is this gonna
that
cascade
connects,
down?
that connects,
It
that
does!
connects.
It's
And,
2-3.
Yeah, let's see if JD is able to connect.
Oh, but
that's
the sprinkle! And then JD
fantastic
having to
sprinkle
break
ball.
it though, but he gets access to his 5 and 6 columns. So he's got some more life, he's got some more real estate to work with, and he gets the
And he
he
breaks
gets the
it,
red
and then he gets
into
a
the green.
right after.
But I don't know if it's gonna do too much to Herse's
It's-
board. Let's see.
That's much more for
Oh, it
JD
does hit in
surviving there
2-3.
as opposed to him winning this match. Herse was fine either way, but JD pretty much reset his board. And
Yeah, now
that's
he's
pivotal.
kind of in the driver's seat now because Herse doesn't have too much artillery to send to kind of knock out
Well,
JD.
Herse was focusing much more on pressuring JD as opposed to building up his board, and now that's kind of biting him back a little bit as JD was able to break out with those 2 fantastic clears.
Oh man, those were some crazy clears by JD. But
Oh.
Herse, though, on the flip side, has some nice red in his middle. But JD
Oh
with
my
some
God.
nice combos.
I'm sweating.
I'm bricked. I'm not
Uh,
afraid to say it. I'm bricked up to the gills right now, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. And I'm all for it, okay? And
Okay.
JD,
Great clear for JD.
Yeah,
JD's
JD, nice
such
stuff.
great board state right here. He's definitely in control. What I want to see from Herse is trying to, a little bit of a.
JD getting access to his blue.
Oh, Herse gets it. Sorry, I'm
Oh,
just too
man.
excited.
Herse just reset it.
man.
Herse
Herse reset it.
Okay, let me stop for a second here, okay? from the bricked comments and stuff, okay? We got more content and we're kicking it underway, but
One
before we get into
more
this too much,
set.
we got a final set here, okay, ladies and gentlemen? But listen, JD was saying how although if somebody wins those first 2 sets, it puts so much more pressure on the other person. They're not in the clear. JD
Yeah.
has not been in this position before. He hasn't lost 2 sets the entirety of the round of 16. This is the first time.
Yep.
So
and
this is definitely a lot of pressure on JD. A lot.
And if sports psychologists are to be believed, reverse sweeps are a lot more common than you
Oh,
think.
JD, look at this cascade,
And-
though.
oh,
Good.
that is
good
a good
stuff.
cascade, but it's still a good break from Herse. He's not going to be hurt too much by that.
Yeah,
chooses
but
not to
Herse,
connect
if he
those
can
greens.
shroud it all here, if he doesn't get that green, then he's in a tough spot, and it gets cut off.
Oh,
He
cuts
gets the
himself
green,
off.
it gets
Oh,
cut
he
off,
gets
and then
hit
here's the
by
2x3. There it is. That's all it took. JD taking the first game of the 5th and final set.
Holy moly! So, who do you think is mentally at the advantage here? Disgust.
Man, I still think Herse has the edge because he
Me
just
too.
took 2 sets over JD. I mean,
Yep.
how can you not let that get to you?
Yep.
Oh, and
at
by the
this
way,
point-
yeah,
Go ahead.
sorry to cut you off. I think it's really important to mention that JD did not opt to switch to Simi right now,
that's true.
which
That's
is
true.
very important. That is a massive deal. Wow. Absolutely destructive donkey by Herse. That was gross,
lovely
but
donkey.
JD living somehow.
Yup,
That was
tanking
gross
it.
as well.
He's
I would
still
have
got
liked
a
to
lot
see
of
him
breakers
store that blue in. Oh man, I don't know why JD's storing it like that. I really think that he could have stored that blue a little bit better. I think that he was tunnel visioning on storing it in the yellow. But again, in a situation like this, it's obviously super difficult to see everything on your board.
Yeah, Herse really got bit in the ass there, having that cube.
Oh
5-6,
man, Herse
but-
almost dink
oh,
died
there.
there.
We go.
But he gets a nice double cascade.
That would. Oh, would that be enough? No, surely not. Okay, so now JD getting the green, Herse only being very, very slightly behind. They're almost up to speed with each other.
JD, can he get out of this one? He needs the green. He's gotten it before. Can he do it again?
Oh, I would have chained the green there.
He's just barely living right now by the skin of his teeth, and he
And
does it. It's
now
1-1. 1-1 in the final set
Oh,
of OSL in the grand finals. We got 2-2 sets. What else do you guys want? This is absolutely insane.
yes, you couldn't have asked for a better, I think,
A better finale.
storyline. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, just a
JD, that
double
was
from-
that was so well played. Good look by him.
Yeah, and
Herse only
flaccid as hell, opening
Herse's
from
only
Herse.
rebuttal was just a 2x4 there.
Yeah, you
Crazy.
do not like to see that from Herse. That is not what has been winning him games here. Let's see if JD takes full advantage of it, or Herse is gonna get slightly cut off.
I'm playing
But I
Fountain of
would've
Dreams
liked
full
him to-
blast right now in my headset. Sorry.
Oh.
I just had to tell people, all right? Just so you guys know, this is gonna get
Oh,
tense
no.
very soon.
Herse playing that
I'm gonna start
mid-game yellow
screaming, all right?
incorrectly. Okay.
Screaming is imminent. Just be prepared.
Herse cursing himself a little bit there both in the beginning with the just frankly terrible opener, and another one.
Herse flubbing it a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be pressure, because right before this we've seen Herse just milk these openers.
If these
out.
guys' hands are not spaghetti right now, I don't know. This is just
Oh,
there's
yeah.
so much pressure, and
Oh,
these games have gone on for so long. But wow, what a
Great,
clap
great,
by
great
JD!
strike.
Huge
Wow.
duels, huge follow-up when it
Love
matters
to see that from
most.
JD.
He's taking a little bit of a lead. A pull away in this situation is huge. If JD wins one more, he's in such an amazing position.
Yeah, love to see that from JD. That punishment from Herse.
Oh,
pretty
look at
much
JD.
sending
Look at how
nothing.
JD's setting this up.
And-
If he gets another yellow neutral, he's just going to send it. But Herse,
Herse.
very nice. I was
Yeah.
surprised to see him set that off so quickly. I think JD thought that he was being really efficient. I would be surprised as well.
Yeah, so right now, Herse not seeing the combos, it's a little frustrating. Well, now he can definitely clap back, though. This will be a great combo.
Oh,
from
JD,
Herse.
though, he's
But
going to get a nice
JD
cascade.
Gets a little sprinklage in there, and it is going to disrupt Herse's combo. Oh, it was all for naught.
Yeah,
Oh,
Herse having to
Herse-
waste a lot of breakers here to clear up his center.
he's
But
in
if he can
recovery
get a
mode.
green,
Oh,
oh my god, if that strike did not come from JD, that would have been a potential 3-sword on JD's screen. But
It's
look
the
at this constant
hesitation.
strike and constant
It's-
pressure.
The block screws him over. Is the hesitation from Herse. Herse has been hesitating.
Herse saying
and...
so unlucky, so it's 4-1 in JD's favor right now. This is close, ladies and gentlemen. Johnnydepp is pulling away a little bit. It's so close. Man. It's so intense.
Yep. We from Herse's side, we gotta see these openers just be a lot stronger. And
I think that Herse had a good opener there, but it's just these quick kind of recoveries from JD. Yeah, both these guys just really fishing for a green. I like the quick break by Herse, but I don't know. Let's see. JD finally getting the green, but he can't do anything. JD's well ahead in the queue now. I think he's up 3 or 4 in the piece queue.
And I think he realized that because Herse kept
Herse greeting here,
a
though.
little bit greedy. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Herse still greeting. He just really wants the yellow. He finally gets it, but it's a little bit too late.
Damn, I like the attempt there from Herse. I would not blame him for that whatsoever. There we
go.
go.
No, he misses it again. Herse is making some big flubs when it matters the most, but he gets the red. He still gets the red.
Hera watching this game doesn't want it to end.
Guys, but again, even though Herse is living, JD has a very nice board if he can connect those yellows.
This is definitely much better from JD's side. Look at his board. He has so many options while Herse is just trying to make sense of it all.
Herse needs to focus and take a deep breath right now because if he goes 5-1 down, which it might look close, like it might happen.
Okay, that's a decent...
Not quite yet. Herse is getting a lot of good double breakers right now. This is exactly what he needs.
Yeah.
He's living a little bit.
Reset a bit and... Oh,
man, is Herse gonna drought here? He is. 5-1 to JD in the final set of OSL. I don't know.
It was hard for Herse to dig out there.
Herse needs to take a deep breath. Herse needs to take a deep breath and just recollect himself. He's mentally fried right now, but he needs to just... Again, the mental in this is so important. You're seeing how Herse can kind of live through these scenarios, but...
Yeah.
JD quick break, but Herse definitely better on that one. He's getting duels out, so maybe this is what he needs. I think Herse, in order to come back, needs a couple of quick games, and this might be it. This might be the quick game that he needs. It's going to cascade down for JD. His board's still looking okay. The red's not connected.
Oh man, the thing is,
JD flubbing a little bit. Okay, but he's saving it. Oh man, he gets a beautiful double break though.
Yeah.
Not gonna do a ton of damage to Herse's board, but again, most importantly, he's living.
Oh, I'd love if Herse connected those greens. I'm slightly losing my voice. Oh my god. And
Herse not greening on the red.
Yeah, Herse playing a little bit safe.
Too much damage though to JD because he's so high up on the board.
Cut off.
JD might drought here though. Okay,
that's
what Herse needs. Herse needs that. He cannot let JD get this set point.
That
it is so close.
Yeah, Herse is acknowledging that like he is making mistakes. I am pretty sure that is like part of the mental where it's like, you know what, I need to look out for more opportunities for myself. Ooh,
Herse looking for a yellow neutral there, never got it. That's super unfortunate for him. Oh man, he's opting to just not break that yellow right now. I don't know if I agree. Maybe I'm just not seeing what he's.
I agree. I 100% agree.
Okay, no, he's breaking it. He does get it off.
I would have made it bigger.
Not a bad spot though. This is gonna cascade down and triple.
And that's a.
It's a 5-6, but okay. Herse with a nice clap back. He's clearing off his board, so that strike from JD's not gonna do too much.
Yeah, JD kind of fiending on this yellow again. It's an interesting. Ooh,
oh my lord! No way
Go for
is
it.
JD
Go for
gonna
it.
get that.
Oh, he doesn't.
It hits. It actually hits in three. Oh, in 4, 5, 6. That is so demoralizing from Herse right now because he was in such a driver's seat position. But Herse
he's still
playing it well. I don't know if that's gonna cascade down the right way though. Oh, and he waits for it. Nice, but he gets cut off. Okay, but he gets the red. Oh, Herse is living right now.
So close to the breakers as
but
well.
JD's gonna have a clapback of his own, and that's gonna hit 2-3. That's deadly.
Yeah.
Herse needs a blue neutral. If he gets sprinkled right here, he's fucked.
Oh, and he is
okay. But he does get the piece next.
This might sound strange, but Herse, I think, needs to realize every time it's come to these types of games, JD has been winning them. I think he needs to take an extra slightly greedy step here and...
Oh, okay. Herse getting a
order
nice
to
double
take a
off here.
W.
He's getting some more real estate on his board. JD not in a JD's in a pretty good spot, actually. He really just needs to open up that blue.
Yeah. Oh, this is such a tough decision spot for Herse.
Oh, Herse, it's getting close.
Oh.
Oh, man. JD, ladies and gentlemen, it is 6-2. If JD wins any of the next 5 games, he will be crowned the two-time back-to-back OSL winner.
Mr. 2 times.
It's a Monka-esque situation for about 5 games for Herse. The pressure's on for JD to perform right now. Can he do it, or is he going to crumble underneath the pressure? Look at JD looking for the neutral! They don't get a red neutral forever! That is insane!
Oh, that's a great strike.
Herse not wanting to trigger that yellow, it's because he's a master of patterns. It's because he's a fucking master of patterns, and he just knows everything. Okay, that's why. That's why he didn't break the yellow there. What a genius. And then JD dying pretty quick to that.
Surprised he didn't see that. But yeah, Herse taking advantage, being a little bit more defensive.
6-3. Herse has
initial opener.
A mountain of an absolute mountain to climb against the reigning OSL champion.
Yep, Herse needs pretty much a true reverse sweep here.
In every sense of the word. Okay, JD gets off a beautiful combo. They both get off the same opener. Pretty much exact same pieces still left on the board.
Yeah, slightly favoring JD here, I would say, actually. Because
JD protecting that yellow breaker there so that he can double this the next turn with the green. Well played. Not going to do a ton of damage, but gives him some more leeway to mess around with here.
Yeah, Herse trying to see if he can find a combo here, I think. And
yeah, same with JD. He's looking for a combo. He can't really get anything. He's only getting singles off.
Oh,
but that cubed corner up top for Herse is a little bit scary. I want him to put something there so it doesn't cube, but it does. It's a little bit too late. Oh man, this might hurt.
Fall in, and
Herse needing a green. Okay.
For Herse, actually. Oh, he's able to speed
any combo, anything here. If it hits, Herse getting lucky that these strikes from JD are not hitting a 3. Oh, this might be it. Herse is high up on his board. He needs something, and he needs a red, and he needs it now. I don't know if he's gonna drought. He's on the last.
JD's sending 1x4.
Herse is done. JD wins it.
There it is.
JD is the 2-time back-to-back OSL champion. Oh my God! Congratulations, Johnydepp.
GG's in the chat.
GG's to Johnydepp. Oh my Lord, that was crazy. My heart's pumping. I don't know about if my heart's pumping like this. I don't know about these other guys. Holy
Everyone's heart
shit!
Should be pumping. Everyone's heart. I think there's probably having arrhythmia, stopping a little bit here and there. It's just.
Oh my God, JD, the 2-time, the back-to-back OSL winner. How you feeling, buddy?
Hey.
You got spaghetti fingers? Are you bricked to the fucking ceiling right now? How are you feeling?
Hey, listen.
Roll back for a drop of blood.
I take those.
He takes them.
We take those.
JD, how are you feeling, dude? Is your heart pumping? How did you feel about when Herse just took 2 sets after you took a 2-0 lead on him? Tell me, how are you feeling the back-to-back?
Pardon my language. I shit my pants. And then, everybody who watches me play in Discord knows I smashed the shit out of my drop key. I broke it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could see it, but my pieces stopped dropping, and I was like hitting the key. I'm like, what's going on? And I won the game. I don't know how I won that game.
Oh my God.
But this keyboard I'm playing on is like plastic, it's junky, and I don't know. I saw it. I was like, "This is 2-2." I was like, "Listen, dude, you can't get reverse swept. You just can't." But I didn't think too much about it. I was like, "Just play."
Yeah.
I was like, "You've been playing well."
It's crazy. These are long sets. I mean, you're going to 7 games. Oh my God! I should have just said, "Hey, you know what, guys? It's actually first to 3 sets." Or first to 4 rather, not 3. But yeah, well played to both guys. I mean, please, everybody, in global, congratulate JD, congratulate Herse for making it this far.
Yeah.
These guys, it's the number 1 and the number 2 seed, I believe. So, I mean, pretty tried and true. But again, just an absolutely incredible match to watch. I think everybody will agree. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're certainly not done here. We have a lot more to talk about, but wow.
Holy moly. Is Herse gonna come in here?
I think, yeah, Jazz is gonna give away some stuff right now to all of you lovely viewers. So don't go away just yet. I know that that you guys love your pixels. You know, just like any one of us. Yeah, I know. It's so good.
Go.
Wait, didn't Boysu win before? Boysu won twice in a row. That is some
what?
rigging. Who is Boysu in game? Tell me right now.
Hell yeah.
This was the best SF set since Cremate lost 60 mil to Reward. Oh my god, that's quite the chunk of change. Holy shit. Yeah,
that was from ages
I mean,
ago.
that's
Freaking Creepy and Riri. What an
oh my
OS
god.
matchup that is.
Just it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. They can hear me now. Yeah. Just woke up my wife, so that's fun. All right.
Oh god. You're sleeping in the doghouse.
11 p.m. It's doghouse for me. All right. Let me get out this poke.
We get out this Poe and trade it real quick before I get brutally beat.
Yeah, before my computer gets destroyed. All right, here we go. There's that. Let's do another one. Reroll. All right.
Oh,
CG Harity. I think that is Little Irish in game. See ya, get doxed.
Yois.
He's been here every time I have, so well deserved. A long-time viewer of the OSL of 2022.
All right, we've got 2 more giveaways. We've got a cool mill, and then we also have an unnamed ghostling.
Oh, welcome, Herse. GG's, dude.
Let's roll those.
Oh my god,
there we go.
Herse, dude.
Boom. Mamuka.
Herse is here.
That last set.
Yeah, let me talk
That
to
last
Herse.
set, I died. I died. Like, I just fucking died. JD, I don't know what happened in that 4th set, but you kept on winning every other game, and it was just... I told someone, like, I won this set, but I lost the war. Like, that set broke me mentally. I was...
Dude, that last game of the second to last set, I was so convinced I won it. I looked and I kept looking at the board. I was like, there's just no way I lose this game. And slowly started to break out, and I was like, no. This just isn't how it's gonna keep going.
This is not the downfall.
This is not how it's gonna go. And when I lost it, like, as much as I thought of losing 3 consecutive sets, I still felt like I was playing fine. Like, it wasn't really. I guess I didn't think too much about it, but it was in the back of my head. I kind of started thinking it was gonna happen.
No, like that last set. There was so many times where I lost like a breaker that I really needed. Either I'd like not see something properly, or like you'd kill it and I wasn't protecting it properly, and it was just not good.
I think we both in like the 4th and the 5th set. One sec. I was just gonna say I think we both started flubbing a lot. Like you could definitely tell that we were not playing perfectly. But
yeah. All right, guys. Now for the real match. It's JD versus me again.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna be the only person.
I didn't say it because I didn't want to jinx it, but I wanted to be the only person to say I won the only set off JD in the entirety of OSL. But alas,
he was gonna go ballistic.
Oh my god! If I wasn't brick before, I certainly was now.
Nah.
He would have been the real winner.
Oh, invite? Oh yeah. Sorry about that. Invite berries. Oh, you're already in the build.
You deserve those. 2 sets that you took off. I legitimately
Yeah.
would not have been surprised if you made a full reverse sweep. You played really well.
I was
at
mentally
certain
done
points.
at the 5th set. I talked to Fitty after like game 4. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm out. I'm done. Like,
Yeah, I mean, dude, but well played. I mean, and props to you for playing these sets back to back. I know time frame wise, it wasn't ideal.
I wish I was Akbang. Would have been able to.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people can just sit down and grind for 8 hours a day, every single day. But
Yeah, I can't do that. Like,
but
my head hurt.
valiant
Oh, my-
effort. I mean,
It's
it
hard.
could have went to either one of you guys, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. I think, you know, top 5 of the best sword fighters. It's just kind of a coin flip, and you know what? JD, not to take anything from you, you did fucking phenomenal. Herse, you did fucking phenomenal. Both of you guys should be super proud. I think you'll hear a lot of a love from the viewers. Guys, please global it to JD, global it to Herse. Maybe DM them if you liked how they played. But congratulations to both of them. JD, you sir have won, I believe, 7 billion pieces of 8. Okay, some of that nice
Nice.
pirate pixel gold
Nice.
in your grubby little hands. And
because
now, and
I'm
you get a
broke.
nice little recolorable parrot as well.
Oh man.
So
You did?
happy for you, Herse. I think that you won 3.5 million pieces of 8, and you get a nice little.
Was it 3.5 or was it 5? I thought it was 5.
Oh, was
I
it
thought it was
5? Actually?
5. Yeah, it was
That's
5.
what it's
More
five.
than
It's
that.
5.
Oh,
No.
sorry, I'm totally.
Yeah, it's
you got
5.
5 million pieces of 8, and a hot pink / rose parrot. I like that. Maybe that goes to your coach. I don't know. You can do whatever you want with it. But
My coach.
definitely an
Yeah.
option. Any people you guys want to shout out? The floor is yours. Herse, you can go first.
Oh yeah.
Is that
Excellent.
enough? I guess Herse's number to shout out.
I'm lagging, so you should probably go for someone else.
Okay,
Hear
okay,
what
sorry
you
about
said.
that. Yeah,
The
JD?
classic.
yeah, no, JD can go first. Any shout outs? Any people you want to thank? Maybe practice partners?
The first 2
Oh,
time,
boy.
bro. 2 time.
Yeah. Yeah,
Consecutive.
I would reference this one Twitch streamer who used to stream on the platform, but I feel like that would be bad. You know who I'm talking about. Shout out to the 2 time. No, but really, I think I said this last time, but I feel like over the past couple of years, I hopped on the pirate game during quarantine, and I kind of expected to play for like a few weeks and then uninstall it forever. Maybe for my mental state of mind to this day, that would have been the right move. But I really like this group of people that I hang out with. For the most part, the people in the game are chill too. Sometimes you guys slip up a little bit, but I've had a really fun time, even though I scream in Discord and rage at the game. I still enjoy it, and this was really fun. And obviously, thank you to the people who hosted this and like Jazz and everybody who streamed the games. I told Herse prior to play, and I said, at least let's make this fun to watch. And I think people in chat, you would agree that was fun to watch. I hope.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that was fun to watch, but it
Yeah.
wasn't fun to play after the 5th set. That was not. But
If set was not fun.
yeah, no, I think when we started, I was just like, I don't like this. I just didn't like anything about it. But yeah, I mean, obviously, thank you to everybody who watched. I mean, we had pretty good support this whole time, don't you think? This was insane.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a ton of love from the community, and for the fact that it's a Monday and all these people
Yes.
showed up is just so. Honestly, it makes it all worth it. It really
Oh.
does. It makes all of the production worth it. Like, we're not getting paid for this. We're just doing it
Yep.
because we love the game. We love sword fighting, and we just want to share it with other people that are kind of, aren't too aware of the sword fighting scene. And I hope that you guys, if you guys want to look back on some previous broadcasts,
Oh yeah.
please make sure to do so. It's awesome. And we've had so much work done behind the scenes. I, for one, before I get into this, Herse, do you want to thank anybody?
I want to thank my coach. She stayed up really late for me. She didn't have to. I greatly appreciate it. Also, the people that rooted for me, and I had a lot of support even after I lost, which was pretty nice. And thank you for everyone who donated and watched the streams. I think that's it.
Excellent. Thank both of you guys for such a great set to end it on. I couldn't have asked for a better finals.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was
tried.
lovely to watch and very, very hype and great gameplay from both of you, honestly.
For the most part. Yeah,
Even though I flamed you guys sometimes. It's okay.
Wow. Yeah, I'm still taking it all in. I think I lost my voice a little bit.
I mean,
Wait a minute. I might have just gotten confirmation that Orichalcos and Agbank might be playing each other for their 3rd and 4th place match right now.
Oh
right
my
now.
god, I don't even know if we're allowed to do this, but we'll figure that out.
I can't watch anymore Tetris. Like,
yeah.
God.
I don't know. That might not be in the heart of the cards tonight, but we'll see. We'll keep you guys updated. But if I can close it out, I just want to thank Prolific, who has unfortunately not been here. He's had some IRL stuff come up, so he's been MIA. But without him, without Jiyuu, none of this would have happened. So please make sure to thank them. I also want to thank all of the commentators that joined me and that also just commentated on their own with their own commentators. Thank you to Pinkhas, obviously. Brought so much good information, lots of laughs, lots of moans. I mean, the guy brought everything. What else could you want? And I want to thank Orichalcos. I want to thank Johnydepp. I want to thank Prolific when he was commentating. Dragel, of course. David, who is bad TD player. Sorry, I just doxed you. And for anybody else that I missed, I'm so sorry, but
Jazz.
Oh yeah, of course, Jazz
Yeah.
throwing out the one-liners. Of course, how can I forget about that?
Yeah.
Absolute go. Obviously, on the back end of things, Jazz hosting and contributing so much behind the scenes with the stream, setting it up for us, making it able so that I can stream too when he's not available. Oh, I'm sorry, Intuitive Tuber commentating. I'm getting there, guys. Come on, don't bash on me too quickly, okay? Obviously, Sorty as well, giving in some awesome feedback and good support throughout the entirety of the competition. Except when he lost, he kind of went MIA. JK, last in. Take a shout out. He came back. Most importantly, I already said Jiyuu. Thank you for that.
Wait.
Big
Manning for being the biggest meme ever and still not getting out of groups. That sucks, dude. Sorry, 2 years in a row.
I have one more.
Fiddy Cent, of course. Fiddy in game. Pog player. Love that guy. Advertise for us all the time. Sorty, I'm totally kidding. I did not mean that. Guys, please give Sorty some love. He's an awesome guy, and he's contributed a lot behind the scenes.
JD, what did you have?
I have one more shout out. And
yeah,
that
go for it.
To
go for it.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Don't say it. Don't say it. If it starts with a D, you are getting kicked right now.
No, it's Kareem. It's my good friend and sparring partner Kareem.
Yeah, boy.
I finished a plate of garbage chicken from Target. Felt like I was definitely gonna lose, and I said, "Can you play me for like 7 games?" And he did. And at the end of the last game, he said, "Yee boy," and I'm pretty sure that was the factor. That was my X factor. So I gotta give credit to him. You're not seeing any of that money though, pal. Got chance.
No.
Got him.
And
all right. Yeah.
One more shout out, if I may.
Yeah, go for it.
Would be to Disgust, actually.
Oh,
Dude, Disgust, you've been killing it as a commentator. These games have felt so much more professional just with you on the microphone. I'm sure everyone can agree to that.
User.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. If I wasn't Brick before, I certainly am now, but I definitely wasn't. I don't know how much harder I can get, guys.
Oh, man.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we're gonna probably wrap it up here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I think that we divvied out most of the prizes. The competitors will be given their prizes. Obviously, everybody in the best of 16 will get their prizes as well. And yeah, I think that we're pretty good to close things off. Guys, look forward to 3rd place and 4th place of OSL. It's going to be Agbank versus Orichalcos. That's going to be super that's actually been an amazing set because those players verse each other all the time for like 2 mil plus on a table at a time. And there's a lot of rivalry going on there. So again, just gonna close it out here. This is the final one. Thanks to the admins, Jazz, Prolific, and Sorty. You guys did an awesome job. So we're peacing out. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Oh, hi.
GG's.
I'm gonna get out of the doghouse. Bye, guys.
Okay.
Later, stream.
Yeah.